Hello Internet, my name is Sulie and I'm a stay-at-home mom. In this video, I'm going to try to tackle 4 books. 4 books that have been on my TBR for too long, and 4 books I think would make great November reads. So come with me as we try and get this stack of books read. Mondays are usually a really busy day for me. That's where I go grocery shopping or do laundry for the week. So really the best time for me to read is in the morning while my baby is playing with her toys. And as you will see in this next clip, that doesn't mean my reading doesn't get interrupted from time to time. On Tuesday, I actually woke up at 6 earlier than I normally do and got some editing done. And as you can see here, I decided to make my own iced coffee this morning rather than the can, and it was delicious, guys. I mean, look at that cup. Cups make everything cuter. So before I had to start getting stuff packed for our day trip the next day, I did get some reading done. And as you can see here, sometimes to get stuff done as a mom, I definitely have to be flexible with my daughter. Once we got to San Antonio, we got some dinner, but we stopped at this really weird place. You guys let me know, have you ever been to a place like this? Because when I looked on maps, it made it seem like it was an actual restaurant, but it wasn't. It was just a weird place where we picked up our food like it was mail. Hello! Okay, so I am currently parked outside my husband's training building. He is here for training, and me and my little girl are just gonna hang out until he gets out for lunch, and then we're gonna go get lunch together. But here I have it. This is, oh yeah, you see mommy's drink. I have the hazelnut truffle. I'm really excited. It's a cold brew with the soft top. I know, Junice. Look, you want to see what mommy has? They also got me the cutest sticker. Stop, that's so cute. Now I suddenly feel like I need to get a Christmas cup and just fill it with Christmas stickers. Only that just like screams overconsumption. Okay, anyways, let's try. I don't know where the word truffle comes from, but hazelnut. It's really good. Mix it. Oh. Well, I am going to hang out with Junie. Probably feed her, and then start another book because I finished the Inheritance Games. This is my next book I'm gonna try and read. I've been really wanting to read Jackie Hill Perry for so long, so really excited. I will update you guys later. Christmas shopping is now for the week. Oh my goodness. I went to Target and I found really great gifts for my younger siblings. And I found great stuff, but I have a budget and they were kind of smaller toys. I went to Target, they were smaller toys. I go to Ross, best toy section ever. I don't know why. I do this every year. I go and I buy other stuff, and then I go to Ross and I'm like, I should have gone here. So my husband is coming. Update from back home. I am giving you kind of a late update. I have been home and it is like about noon. I have not read the book. I will be honest with you. Today, when I was making my plans, I was going to do some more errands, but really I just figured that me and June were going to rest today. The last 2 days, her routine was changed drastically. We went to San Antonio for my husband's work. We ate breakfast and relaxed. We played. Right now she's taking her first nap of the day, so I figured I'd jump on here and update you guys. I did in fact start a book yesterday. I finished the Inheritance Games, and I started such a good book so far. I'm only 20 pages in. It's really small. It's a small book. Let me show you the inside. Font is really big. I will say, I think she talks like, or she's writing the book kind of in a way that the reader already has a good basis of Christianity. And the reason why I say that is I actually highlighted something. There is a level of reasoning within us when we decide which golden calf we'll love on any given day. So, and that's like besides the point. She does do things where she, quotes verses, and she's specifically talking about a story or something that Jesus said, but that's kind of an example. She's making a point about the golden calf, and that would be something that maybe a new believer doesn't immediately understand right off the get-go. So, right off the bat. So that's how I think that you have to have at least a standard basis of Christianity to read this book, just because she does that a lot, I've noticed. But other than that, easy to read. I really like what she has to say. I feel like a lot of Christian books that I've read recently are just the repeat of the same thing, or it just sounds like a standard sermon. Reading that dedication about her children got me right there in the heart. Let me read to you guys the first sentence. I love reading the first sentence of books. I love hearing the first sentence of books, so just so you guys can hear. Toni Morrison once said, "If there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. So here I am, writing." Guys, I have been really just taking it slow with my girl, and I'm going to get some stuff done around the house and then read. That's realistically how most of my days go. I'm taking care of June. I take care of things around the house or relax a little too much, and then I read. But yeah, I will update you guys when I get through the book or read further, and let you know how it goes. Yeah, so I read more of the book. We're gonna do some errands today, and by errands, it's secretly disguised as Christmas shopping. But I do have to return some items. We are leaving tomorrow morning to drive to see family that lives in Oklahoma, so that's exciting. Okay. Anyways, guys, I will update you as soon as I read more, and yeah. Let's finish my errands. I'm headed home now. It is now like lunchtime, so we're gonna eat house. Hopefully I can read some more tonight, but today's kind of a busy day. However, tomorrow we're going to be on the road for many hours, so I'll have lots of time to read, depending on how June is feeling. did some more Christmas shopping. Not really gifts, more like Christmas decor and stuff. But like this video is kind of turning into like a vlog, which I guess it kind of is. But I just wanted to show you guys what I got at Target. Look at this, it's so cute. So this is going to be my little girl's wrapping paper for this year. My sister-in-law does this thing where she has a wrapping paper for her boys, so you know they can distinct which gift is theirs. And I just want to start that tradition with my little girl. So all of her gifts will be in this one. I got some Christmas tags, some stickers, easy, just pop it on. Sorry for the lighting if the lighting's not the best. There's only so much I can do. Last thing, most excited about, a tree collar. I have been wanting one of these for so long. When me and my husband first got married, I really wanted one, but we already had a tree skirt and I didn't want to be... You having fun over there, Junie girl? She's playing with her toys. When I first got married, I really wanted one, but my husband had already had a tree skirt, so you know, I was like, okay, well, I'm not really picky. I did want one of these, and today we have a good reason because we have a little girl crawling around, and this will really help her not kind of reach under there where a tree is. So I'm gonna put this up and I'm gonna show you guys. Anyways, it looks so cute, guys. It looks so cute. But I will save all of the Christmas stuff for later in the year in December. Just want to share with you guys what I'm doing. I know it's kind of early, but I'm just a girl. We are at the pumpkin patch in Dallas, so we're not in Oklahoma just yet. We decided that we wanted to go to a pumpkin patch before it closes for fall with my husband's family. It's kind of a tradition, so we're doing that, and then afterwards I think we're gonna go head back to his family's house. Not too far of a drive, but to update you guys on the book, I will be very honest, I did not get to read a lot because Junie did not have a good time on the road. It was actually really tough, and I think that has to do with the fact that she's getting older, so she kind of understands that she's not sitting near me or with me, and she gets really unhappy about that. So it was really tough, constant for like 2 hours, just constantly trying to distract her. It was not easy. I have to be flexible, and it's not always going to be the plan that I set, and that's okay. So, but yeah, we're at the pumpkin patch now. Hopefully Junie, she's still really sleepy, but I'm hoping that she falls asleep or at least gets distracted. Hopefully though, I'm sure we'll have fun. But yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit of the pumpkin patch. Editing Sully here, I realized I didn't get any b-roll of us actually in Oklahoma, so you're gonna have to take my word for it, okay? However, I did finish my book on the way there. Finally, Sunday night, we finished our day with our book study that we're doing with our pastor. The first book that I decided to start was The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This book is about Avery Grams, and she's a high schooler that really does not have the best living situation. Her mom passed away, and her dad is not in her life, and she's currently living with her stepsister. However, she finds herself even living in her car. One day, she meets a man, and he asks her to come to a will reading. And at that will reading, she's given the inheritance of Tobias Hawthorne, which so happens to be a crazy millionaire, or billionaire, should I say. And so it's all about her trying to figure out why did he leave her everything. And she has to live in this house with family members that do not like her. At the time of filming this first day, I was already 20 chapters in, and up to this point I was really liking the book. It's definitely something that I wasn't expecting. I thought from the cover, I thought it was going to be more like Hunger Games-esque, but with riddles, where I don't know what I was imagining in my head. I think I was like also kind of imagining this giant mansion that they're just running around in, but it's not really like that. You're really just following Avery and two other grandsons as they're kind of trying to figure this out, or at least she's butting heads with one of them. I think this book is also considered dark academia. Let me know if I am incorrect about that, but it was really great to be reading this book in fall. Like, I will say, I really like that, and yeah. I live in Houston. My husband had training in San Antonio, so Tuesday, when he got home, we were just gonna go straight over and spend the night, and then he was gonna go to training in the morning. So that was the plan, and I had to get things ready until then. So I was able to read some more on the drive. Wednesday morning was really a fun day because I was able to read more in the morning at the hotel with my daughter while she was having her first nap. And after her first nap, I decided to go get lunch. And after I ate lunch with my husband, we went Christmas shopping in San Antonio. It was so fun. Wow. So I'm the type of reader where I really like to hear the first sentence of a book, especially if it's an interesting one. When I was a kid, my mom constantly invented games. So yeah, Avery is quite the smarty pants. I did really enjoy it. I think I rated it 3.5 stars. I will say I wasn't planning on continuing just because I thought it was just entertaining, and that's as far as it was for me. However, at the end it really got me, so I do think I will be continuing to the second book. I also heard that the second book is a bit better, but I feel like that's usually how it goes. So yeah, I have the whole series actually on my bookshelf, so I might as well finish it. Then my next book was Holier Than Thou. This one, guys, look at that cover. Isn't that like the coolest fall read? I just felt like it was definitely time for me to pick up this book. I've had it for I think 2 years now, so I really wanted to get this down, and I'm glad that I read it. If you guys don't know who Jackie Hill Perry is, she's a Bible teacher online. You've probably seen some clips of her online, and every time I saw her online, I thought she had some really powerful things to say. I've always wanted to read her, specifically her memoir, which was Gay Girl, Good God. Oh, one thing that you guys should know about me is I used to work at a Christian bookstore, so I am pretty familiar when it comes to Christian authors. For the longest time, I've wanted to pick up one of her books just from seeing them, and they're very popular in terms of people coming to pick them up. I wanted to see, what was the hype with Jackie Hill Perry, and I have seen it. So throughout the book, she really just talks about what it means to understand that God is holy, and it was fantastic. I think she definitely has a way with words. I just read back here that she is a poet, and I can definitely see that in her writing. She had such beautiful prose in terms of describing things and really adding depth to her analogies, talking about God's holiness. It really sounded like a poem in a few parts. We'll say though, I felt like it was pretty repetitive. It's a small book, so for it to feel repetitive, I think that says something. However, it was really good. There were a couple of things I would have loved to have her expand on when it came to the holiness of God, but I mean, that's kind of objective. Probably it was also having to do with the mood I was in. However, really great book. I think I rated this one, I think 3.5 as well. Day 4 was actually very much so a resting day for me. I did read some of Holier Than Thou, but mostly I actually had started an audiobook for the next book, and that is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I love this edition that I have. I love this so far. Oh my gosh. So we're following Jane Eyre in this book, and she's an orphan. She lives with her aunt and uncle, but her uncle died, and he was really sweet to her. So her cousins and her aunts, it's kind of like a Cinderella story. They're really not the best to her. Woo! So you kind of following her as she lives there, and her in school, and then her in her adulthood. This is such a good classic. I love it so far, the way Charlotte writes Jane in this book. Like, I'm over here reading about a 10-year-old, and I'm just so engaged. Like, what? It's kind of sad, but it's also really, really profound. I personally really connected to Helen. I'm not going to spoil too much about the book, but I feel like I really connected with Helen. She's the type of friend I would want if I was in Jane's position, and she had some wisdom. Even reading this as a Christian was so awesome, because Helen in this book was what I think a Christian should be and act like. I truly do. And so far it's really good. I read Jane Eyre and Holier Than Thou kind of back and forth, to be honest, because I had the audiobook for this one. So whenever I would do things around the house, get things done, I put on Jane Eyre. And I did find myself really wanting to read this one above Holier Than Thou sometimes, but I kept going. I wanted to be fair. I started this and I wanted to finish it. I'm not the type that I'm just going to not finish something, even if I'm not necessarily in the mood. I feel like we as readers need to be a bit more disciplined, especially when you're reading to learn, and that's what I was doing with Holier Than Thou. So I told myself I was going to finish it. At the filming of this video, I'm about close to 100 pages through. I think I am. I did not finish this book in this video. After a week, I saw that I only got through 2.5, 2.25, perhaps a quarter, because I think I got like this much in the audiobook. 2.25. I really want to do a reading vlog of just this book, because I've heard such great things. Every time I see people talking about it online, they say it's the best among the Bronte books, above Jane Austen, and I'm just like, my gosh, if it's the best, it's been on my bookshelf unread too long. I am only a little ways through, but guys, I am understanding. I do believe I have been spoiled with this book. I kind of know something about the love interest in this one, so I'm hoping it cleans up nicely, because if it does not, then I am DNFing. Oh! I'm sure you can kind of guess. If you've read this book, you can kind of guess what I'm talking about. I have boundaries with my books. And that fourth book I was really trying to get to, but did not get to in this video, was none other than C.S. Lewis. It's been on my bookshelf for so long. It's been on it for so long.
In a very public job, Jamie, I'll go with you first.
I think it's incredibly easy.
Do you?
I think you can core.
Two friends of mine came to me and they're like, Suli, have you read the Screw Tape Letters? Because I just started it. Two friends of mine. I'm like, dang. It was honestly a sign and I ignored it, guys. Started it so many times. We'll see. Hopefully I can get to it. To complete and a quarter. And you know, guys, that is just the reality of my life. Please let me know if there's any books you think I will like, anything that I need to know about the Inheritance Games trilogy, about Jane Eyre, and tell me, Suli, why didn't you read Screw Tape Letters? And I will be there with you. Be like, thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe if you feel like me and you have the same taste. If you need more Christian girlies out there reading Christian books, reading history, reading historical fiction. I love that kind of stuff, guys, and that's me. So if that sounds like you, subscribe, like, comment, let me know. Also, did you guys see my sweater? It needed a moment. It needed a moment, and I didn't give it one. I'm sorry. Yeah, but anyways.